You're watching gold trying to make a local top. What the hell does that mean for crypto? What do you see in Bitcoin chart, XRP chart, or even Ether chart? How can you understand the market? Dollar is topping off. It's showing I'm about to drop. Gold is showing you I have excess liquidity, supply coming in, long wicks at the top. Last time we saw that, the market dropped 3%. Is this going to be different this time? Is it going to be a bigger drop in commodities? And how can we recognize what's about to happen in the altcoin market? The mother candle of Bitcoin is valid. You look at the trend line breakout, that's still valid. So what should we look for? Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We've been going through the market trying to update things because I believe we are reaching a local low. From here, if you bounce off, keep an eye on all of those assets which I'm listing in the group. If you would like to get a taste of it, use the link in the description below. Now let's jump into the market. Before that, if you haven't smashed the like button, do that for me. Now let's get rolling. You look at Bitcoin on a 3-day, you have one candle to the upside, two candles to the downside, which means sellers are weak. Now you go on a weekly, what do you see? Two weekly candles just closed with long wicks. Concern, right? Yeah, it is. If you do look at that, one is hanging man. The next one is a hammer. Both of them are negative when you get those candlesticks at the local roof. Now, this is not only the local roof, but also the all-time highs. Now, concern should be validated. Now you go to the volume side of the equation. You look at the volume, we had very big buying volume. But that failed to push the price up. What does that mean? Right? If you do look at a 3-day chart, it suggests, okay, I'm preparing for one more leg up. But the weekly shows, no, I need to come back down. I need to get more buyers. I need to reach 63,000. So what's it? Is it a going up run? Is it a going down run? Which side are we going up to, right? That's where you are starting to zoom in. And 3-day shows you that it should bounce. You go on a daily, it argues it should bounce. So the volume to the price action gives you that clarity. That means the short-term move is going to develop a negative divergence, most likely on a 3-day, on a daily, on a weekly. So in next couple of weeks, you're going to see something crazy up here. If you go back in time and look at these scenarios, you'll actually see exact same things playing out. While the market goes up, watch if Bitcoin dominance is flipping or not. That is going to be very critical because you are at a long-term resistance range. You're entering to a region which you haven't visited from 2021. So that's like 3 years. And that range remained active for all this time. From 2017, 2018, 2020, you're watching that being a resistance. Now up here, if you're involved in the crypto market, you're watching there are big bursts happening on the monthly. The Bitcoin dominance going sky high, Bitcoin trying to bounce back up. All of that is true. What is not is the monthly candle. The current candle showing you ending this run up here, it doesn't match up with what we have seen till this point. The breakout of a bull flag. Possibilities of a negative divergence on a monthly chart. So take all of that and then watch the weekly. Okay, fine. For the weekly, you need to see a retest of what? 63,000. Perfect. But before that, the 3-day and the daily argues I'm going to make another local high, or at least try to test the recent local highs. What can that be? You're literally doing a trend to the upside. If you bounce here, reach 75 and slow down, okay, maybe we are coming back down like this. That would be classic breakout, retest and choppiness to kick people out, and then the next leg up. So that would be by when? Right? Late November. But trouble is, this week you have something, which is the US election. And if the US elections are going to hype things up a bit more, it won't be like this. The price action may actually do something crazy. This particular run-up we talked about is going to be bigger than that. And if a lot of retail enters there, they would trap those retail. The whales would kick them out before it rallies back up. Keep that in mind. It is going to be the reality of the market. The market will try and shake people out. So it is on us to look for what the volume looks like, understand what the price action shows you. Now on the Bitcoin side, it's clear. Now bring it up to the Ether side. You're at a support from a long period of time. From September, last 2-3 months, you've been flirting with this support. Now keep an idea here. Last time you reached the support, it was like minus 20% down at the support and the price bounced. Minus 15% down at the support, the price bounced. Minus 20% here and at the support. What do you think is going to happen? It's really easy to look at all these and say, okay, this is what just happened. But it's a little bit hard to say, okay, this is most likely going to happen. Because if your 1 plus 1 looks like this and the answer was a break to the upside, now don't go against it. It is going to be the same answer this time again. But the market will not give you that easily. Definitely make it hard for the normal retail guys to understand. And that's exactly why the SI family is there, to give you all the breakdowns you need to update what the market is doing. If you visit, use the link in the description and jump on. Join 1,200 members to ride this wave. The macro, the micro, you get everything with copy trading, with one-on-one sessions and everything else. Now, let's dive into XRP as well. We're not moving. This was the support 0.52. We broke that to the downside. Now it is still at the range of 0.5, which it has been there for a long period of time. If you look at the validity or importance of this particular range, go back. You're like, okay, that has been like a stable coin in that range for a long period of time. But now look at the RSI. The RSI kind of conveys the story. I broke higher. I'm retesting. So after such a retest, you usually expect a bounce higher. But again, the trouble here continues. The MACD crossed to the downside. So you check here, the MACD crossed to the downside. You were close to the bottom. You had to make a bottom. And again, close to the bottom, but it consolidated there for a few times. So the exact same thing is being repeated. Watch, the MACD is crossing here. That means most likely we are going to form a bottom here. Great. Now, does that align with the equation here? You're kind of breaking to the downside. You're breaking back in, right? So can we make a bottom here and bounce off? If we do, then that abides by the long-term trend line here. That is again last 2 years of trend line for XRP, giving it some kind of support. Now go look at highly correlated asset for that. It's inside the payments. It's getting a lot of adoption. It's going, it's moving. But still, you're watching, it's trying to get a breakout. We're waiting here to see a breakout. So if you do get a breakout, now it's going to double very quickly. It's literally going to double very quickly. Now watch Bitcoin for that matter. You need a confirmation from here for a bounce from the moving average, and that should bring in more retail. I mean retail, because what the market is actually trying to do is to bring in more retail before they slaughter them. Or what the whales are trying to do is that. So right now, you don't have much of a retail. They were coming in, but as soon as the price reversed, they stepped back out. This is why I say, if you think like a whale and you want to trap liquidity, then you want the retail in. So you should see that going up, which means they'll push the price up to bring a lot of retail and then trap them there. While gold consolidates, while dollar consolidates, you may actually get to see this. It can be a short span, 30 days, 45 days, that's it. But if the Bitcoin dominance is slowing down, then that's the point at which you'll say, okay, alts are ready to ride. But in front of you is the Bitcoin dominance saying, I'm pushing to the upside, right? We talked about this for a long period of time while it was playing this, saying we want to see a fake out and then go down, right? You had this rejection, confirmation, then a fake out. And then you came back down and that drop was huge. Perfect. Now, if we are going to do that, we'll watch the price action dropping to this level of support. You may actually get that, and that is going to be mind-boggling for those who ride altcoins. But as soon as you see roofing up here, reaching all-time highs in the surge, jump out. So guys, if you received value, smash that like button for me. If you want to join the party, use the link in the description below. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.